Hey YouTubers, welcome back to the channel. Now in this video, I'm going to show you what I did to make a touring bar for my unicycle. So if you're on a budget, you don't want to spend like $160 or more, you could probably make this for half that price. So what I've used was a seat post rack. Basically took the rack off, just unbolts very easily, just 2 bolts. And then I used 2 bicycle stems. I got this one here, which is 130 millimeters long. And this one here, I believe is 45 millimeters long. And here is 31.8. This is what diameter this seat post tube is. And so these holes are 31.8 and this one's 31.8. And this hole here is, I got it written down here. Let me see. 28.6 millimeters. So the hole on top is 28.6 millimeters. And I went over here, I had to add a bracket, just basically a 90-degree bend, so I could bolt this at the bottom of the seat grab handle. The handle you got in the front of your seat on the unicycle. 2 bolts go up through, so it secures it up against the seat. And this goes on your seat post. And oh yeah, I added these bar ends here that you would find out like on a mountain bike. And I had to make this tube here, which is 1 1/8 inch. So it'll go into here. So basically it looks like this. I'll put it on in a minute and I'll show you what it looks like when it's all together. And this bar's got like a little groove here, which makes it stronger. Supposedly it supports up to 22 pounds. So these bolt on like this. There's that little L bracket that's going to bolt underneath the handle here. And like I said, the rise from the center of this hole to the center of this hole is 110 millimeters. This one here is only 45 millimeters. Has a quick release, so if you want to take it out, it's very easy to take out. Just undo this clamp and the 2 bolts underneath your seat. You could take this whole thing out if you don't want to use it. But I've tried it out already, it works really good, so I'm happy with it. I also added a bell here. So this bar that's right here, I'll show you when it's off, kind of looks like this. Kind of looks like this. So you got the 1 1/8 inch diameter here, and I stepped it down to 7/8 so I could put my bar end grips on there. But obviously if you don't have a lathe, you're not going to be able to do this. So you might have to do something different. Maybe you could use a wooden dowel and use some sander, or whittle it down with a knife and sand it around. Or you could just maybe find a piece of aluminum that's 1 1/8 inch and just make like a T. You won't have the grain bars, but you would just hang on to it like this, like a T. And this is the dimensions for that. So that's the sketch I used to make it. And I was gonna make a different bracket for here. I mean, this is the easiest bracket to do, just that one bend. But I might make something where I use this instead of this. This will go in its place like this. And I'll make a clevis that looks like this. So this piece right here will go in between here. So basically be pictured like this. they're gonna take a bolt, put it through the side here, like a 1/4-20, and I still have the flat area here, which is gonna fit into the slot on the stem with the 2 bolts that go through secure it. So basically it looks like this. This is gonna be a round portion, and these are like 2 ears. And this is gonna be milled down, so you got a flat piece of stock. So fit right into your stem with the 2 bolts. That's the second idea I might do at some point, but definitely this is a lot more work to make that. That bracket here is good enough if you want to just do that. Let me show you how to put it on. So basically, put this here like this. You're going to take two bolts I got right here that go under the seat. So there it is, and it's all together. So that's what it looks like. The bracket goes underneath here like that, and it goes through the stem here, as you can see. And there on the seat post, the clamp, and I put a piece of inner tube in there just so it doesn't scratch up my frame. Let me show you how long it is. I think it's like 17 inches long. Yeah, about 17 inches from the end to the seat post. And you have a little bit of adjustment here, probably 3/4 of an inch at least. If you want to move this up a little higher, a little lower, and you just got to make your bracket here accordingly where you're going to position the handle. So from where the handle is up here to the center here, it looks like about 5.5 inches. So you could pick it up easily with this. Also, I made this little bumper to put on the end out of a tennis ball, and I put an inner tube around it. So I just slide it in here snug. So when you drop the unicycle, it's gonna hit that first. Cushion the drop and protect the whole touring bar from big shock. So the 45mm stem cost $10 on Amazon, and the 110mm one costs $20. So that's not too bad. And where it clamps actually is not the seat post itself, it goes on the frame of the unicycle. Earlier I said seat post, but the seat post is actually up here. This is on the frame of the unicycle. So that's where it clamps onto. Rubber bumper. So that's the way the bracket fits in here. It's pretty sturdy, like it doesn't budge. Not sure how it's going to hold up over time after a bunch of crashes. But if you go off road, you probably don't. You might want to remove it. But just going on gravel paths or on the road should be fine. I don't do extreme uni riding, so for me it's mostly gravel paths or bike paths or the road. So definitely will make riding more comfortable. You could distribute your weight, some of it on your hands to the handle versus all on your saddle and pedals. Ideally try to keep the weight off your pedals so your legs don't get tired. So if you're interested in making something like this, I think it's going to cost you around $75 or less. I mean, when I first bought these, they were much cheaper. They were like $24. Now I looked on Amazon, they're I think they're like $37. So they've gone up by quite a bit. I bought this back in 21. So in 4 years they've gone up. So I hope somebody could use some of this information if they want to make one for themselves. Basically, it'll be half the price if you buy one. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you on the next one.